Hey friends, this is my opportunity to be able to talk to you all directly. I want to talk to you, all the united people that are standing up for a free America. There's a certain amount of fear that everyone has been feeling for so long that's kind of lifting right now, and people are getting stronger to stand up and use their voice. There's a misery that has been, there's a misery that's kind of going away also, that's like the passing of the greed that people have, like the 1% has been holding us down with. And you can honestly see it in every march across every city and across, like every single night. People are coming out more and more to support Black Lives Matter. And let's keep our eye on the ball, okay? Because there are a lot of amazing things going on right now. A lot of things to protest. A lot of things to be able to stand up and voice. But first and foremost, Black Lives Matter, okay? Police reform, defunding the police, getting over, people dealing with their own, everyone has their own thing to stand up for, but this all started with Black Lives Matter, and whether it be we're focusing on how amazing the moms are, or how amazing Athena is to sit down in the middle of the street naked and ward off the police, this still comes back to Black Lives Matter. Now, it's true, there are non-violent citizens that are being beaten and kidnapped off the streets. I know 2 of them. That has actually happened. These people get detained, they get taken away, they got a mask over their face, they get hauled off into some car, they don't know who these people are. When they're finally revealed where they're at, they're being interrogated. But they're not being arrested. They're not being charged with anything because they haven't done anything. So when they say, I will not say anything until I speak to a lawyer, that's when they can't do anything and they let them go. Next thing you know, you get pushed out the front door and you realize where you are. People are being detained and taken to places where they don't know, and when they finally stick up for their own rights, they realize that they are not being charged for anything, and if you don't say anything, they can't do anything, and you get kicked out on the street. That much is true. There are moms that are standing up and saying, I will try to protect these protesters, my children, our children, and stand up for Black Lives Matter. And they got gassed. A pregnant woman got gassed. That much is true too. Now, the president and his 1% want you to be afraid. I see that so much of this that you see is so that you will not go downtown, that you will not actively participate. Think about it. If you see on the news that people are being taken away and people are being tear gassed, why would you want to go downtown? That's a question you have to ask yourself. Okay? But the thing is that fear is starting to lift away. And here in Portland, Oregon, 3,000 people showed up last night and they got tear gassed. And you know what? 4,000 people are going to be back tomorrow. That's what I mean by the fear of the fog is going away and people are standing up because the president and his 1% have their knee on your neck and they don't want you to stand up and they don't want you to use your voice. Because they're telling you, if you go downtown, they will gas you. If you go downtown, they'll kidnap you. They don't care if you're a mother or a father or if you're black or white or any other ethnicity, they will attack you. So they don't want you to. I'm here to tell you that you are strong. I want to remind you that you are brave. I want to remind you that you are powerful. And they're kind of afraid of that. 3,000 people showing up in Portland, downtown, in a park, get gassed. Not because there's 3,000 people that are violent. No, they're afraid that that many people are a threat. Not because they've done anything, just because the mere numbers. So why not send in a freaking platoon of people to attack Americans and send them home? Go back to your house and feel afraid. And then videotape it and put it on the news. And then people on the news watch this thing. And why would I want to go downtown? That's a question you have to ask yourself. Okay, there's an old quote. I'm not going to get it right. They came for the Jews, and I didn't say anything because I'm not a Jew. They came for the socialists, and I'm not a socialist, so I didn't say anything. They came for the labor workers. I'm not a labor worker, so I didn't say anything. And then they came for me, and there was no one left to stand up for me. It's now time for us to use our words. It's now our time to use our actions, to challenge, awaken, and inspire people to come together again and unite and be strong. It's time to become an example of what that looks like in our neighborhoods. It's time to build each other up, because they are truly trying to divide us all and bring us down. And now is the time to do something, okay? Like right now. Because you don't want to wait for the next revolution. Because so many people are saying, I'll wait till tomorrow. But how many tomorrows do you have? Probably too many. Because all of those tomorrows never add up to any today. So now is the time. Now is the time to finally stand up and say no. No, you will not gas my black brothers and sisters. No, you will not take away these protesters and kidnap them and take them away. No, you will not gas mothers. There are vets downtown. People that have protected this country are down there protecting people. And they are in protest. These are not violent people, but they're being attacked by our own government. Now is the time to say no. That is not okay. You're not alone. I'm not alone. They are not alone. It's time for us all to gather together and unite. Because when we are united, we are unanimous. Because this is the new normal, because we are realizing we are actually free. That is the fear that's going away. That is the misery that's going away. It's people are standing up and being free. Black lives matter. That's what's happening in Portland. That's what's happening all across the country. Don't just watch the news.